Welcome to week 2 for business communications for the summer session 2024. You've got a lot of different things that are due this week. We're working on resumes, LinkedIn, and getting started with some business writing. So there are 3 different learning modules to go through. I'm going to give you a little orientation here. Tomorrow I'm going to record a specific video on AI because you can definitely use AI to help with all of the things due this week, but I want to get your welcome video done first. So let's take a look at the week 2 folder. Before we get started on what's coming due this week, remember you do have a letter of introduction that was due Sunday night, and you had a discussion board post that was due on Sunday night, and Monday morning you will get paired up with another student to respond to. So if you didn't get your discussion board post done by Sunday night, you might be able to hurry up and get that done like right now. If not, it's probably going to be too late, but you can still do the letter of introduction, okay? So week 2, don't forget about getting that My Goals response post done. That's part of this week's work. I've got some notes here as usual. This is probably where I'll put this video at as well. And here are the 3 learning modules: resumes, LinkedIn, and chapter 8, which is general positive informative writing. And below that, our checklist, okay? So inside the resume learning module, let me jump into student preview mode so it looks to you like it's supposed to. Apologies. And I'm working on updating all of the other weekly folders. So if you see a note at the top of any of the other folders saying that the week is still being updated, you can look at the stuff that's in there, but don't get started on anything if you're really ambitious and want to start working ahead. Now let's actually look at getting started with your resume. Please read everything carefully. There's some instructions here. There are several videos here, and it's really important that if I've given you a handout or a video, it's important to watch that video. Even if you speed it up, it's important to go ahead and watch the video. This video here, the Resume Mastery 101, as well as the one that's inside your resume assignment, are both ones that I've created, so please pay close attention to those. There's another one going to be added toward the beginning of this. So make sure that you watch all the videos. If you notice, there are a lot of links here. There are some links to TikTokers, to websites with some guidance for you. Please take a look at all of that information. Also, you'll notice if you read the instructions at the beginning of the resume module, if you already have a resume, and a lot of our business students do already have a resume, please, please, please pull up that file, have it open, and compare it to the guidance that you're going to be seeing in the videos that I created. If your resume matches all of that, cool, make sure that you update it. If it doesn't, change it before you submit it, okay? I don't want to waste time giving feedback on something when it's clear you didn't look at the guidelines or watch the video. Okay, these 2 links for job boards, there's one that is specific to the School of Business at SAU, and the other one is for SAU as well. It's for all SAU students, but the first one is for business students. Go ahead and set yourself up profiles on both of those. We'll be coming back to that in a future week, and when we get the resume actually, polished and perfect, and you'll put it there then. But go ahead and get started on that. The next one, the LinkedIn. This one also has a few videos. There's one, these videos are from YouTube creators, not me. Here's a slide share that tells you what should be in your LinkedIn profile. And again, if you already have one, maybe pull it up on your phone and go through this slideshow with it to make sure that your profile meets all of the assignment expectations, and those are listed here in the actual assignment. There's another video. There we go. Right? Professional profile picture, and there's guidance for all of this here on what professional profile picture actually means. Cover photo needed. Completed content section, which means all of your education information updated, your work experience updated, the about section and the headline section. And that slide share a minute ago covers all of those things. Minimum of 3 people, and those are influencers that you're following, not just professors, not just fellow students. We're looking for influencers because these influencers and interests or companies to follow, that guides what your LinkedIn feed is showing you. So it's important to have a good collection of influencers to follow, as well as people that are appropriate for your career goals. And remember, these are minimums. So if you want the minimum grade, like a 73, if you want to actually make an A on it, you're going to have many more influencers than just 3, but that's the minimum. Then you're going to follow the School of Business LinkedIn page. So this link will take you right there. So follow this link and hit follow. And then you're going to, when all of that is done, you're going to send a connection request to me. This is my LinkedIn profile. Click this link, go to my LinkedIn profile, and send a connection request. Don't follow me, send a connection request. I've had several students kind of get that confused. Connection request, okay? And as mentioned earlier, there are a lot of links here for you for resources on how to find people to follow, how to find companies and interests to follow, how to write a good about section or a good headline, what makes a really good headline, and why is it important. So there's lots of stuff here for you. So please, take advantage of all of this before you actually submit to me your LinkedIn profile. And what you're going to do when it's ready to go, you're going to come down here and do the create submission. And you're going to paste in your LinkedIn profile link here. Make sure that the link has the word in it, and you're not sharing your feed link with me because that doesn't do me any good at all, okay? And so that's the LinkedIn one. And remember, like I said, the AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude are really helpful for resume bullet points, as well as some of the LinkedIn components. So it's perfectly okay to use them, but we got to use them right. So definitely watch the AI video that I'm going to post tomorrow before you start using AI for any of your other things, okay? I've seen some AI already in some of the assignments, so please don't underestimate my ability to spot AI because I use it all the time, so I see it. The last learning module is writing positive and informative messages. Again, more videos. This is another one from Evelyn that we had last week. This one is really good. It runs really, really parallel to what our chapter is for this particular learning module. Some instructions for you to read. There is an assignment here. This is your Chapter 8 ebook, so I recommend that you click to launch and take a look at the ebook. And I have that open on another page. After that, there is an assignment, and so this assignment is questions about content in the chapter, okay, multiple choice mostly. We'll take a look at that in just a second, but I do want you to use your book in order to answer this. It's not a test. I want you to use your book to answer it. After that is your writing assignment for this particular chapter. Now, there are 2 documents that you're writing. The first one, 8.6, is a document for analysis, so it gives you something to start with, and you're going to analyze it according to the guidelines in the chapter, and then you're going to revise it. And then the second document is one that you're starting from scratch, okay? A direct request. You're going to follow these steps here, identify your audience, your purpose, all of that, and then on the next page, you're going to write the message. Then save both of those 2 separate files, and I'm giving you guidance here about how to name each one your last name, the assignment number 8.6 or 8.9, and then V1, meaning version 1. And that tells you that I'm anticipating that you're going to need to revise these, okay? And if you get either of these done, they should be submitted to the same, this one assignment. If you finish those early in the week, just drop me an email and I'll be happy to grade them early. So if there are revisions, you can get them started right away, okay? Now, the way you're going to upload them both in the same submission is you get them both saved, wherever you're going to save them, then click the upload files, then browse local files, and it's probably going to go to my downloads folder here. And you're going to select both of the files and attach them both here. I know you can't see the window that I was using there, but when you click this browse local files, you can select more than one file at a time. So you can select 2 different files for the same submission, okay? And once again, Click submit to submit both of these files. And just like I said last week, make sure that you wait until you see the confirmation page so that you know that it actually submitted all the way. Okay, cancel this out. All right, so let's take a look at, first, let's take a look at your textbook. All right, so this is your Chapter 8 textbook, which is the foundation for the writing assignments that you're going to do today. And so we've got, you can see all the different sections, and you'll notice once we look at the actual writing assignments, there are really clear sections and subsections here, and they're very well labeled. So one of your revision assignments, that document for analysis I mentioned, it is an instruction message. So you have a section here specifically on instruction messages. The other one is asking for information, writing a request. So that is right here. All right. So there's information here on how to analyze your audience so that you can do those points. Remember, both of these documents have information on page 1 that you're supposed to do to analyze weaknesses of an existing document or analyze your audience for one that you're about to compose. And that information is located here in this 8-1 section. So make sure that you look at these things clearly before you start going, okay? And how to find the actual writing assignments is if you scroll down here, click the link for activities, and you'll notice these are all numbered here. So you're going to be doing 8.6 and 8.9. So let's scroll down and find 8.6. So you can see I've even highlighted it here in orange for you. So this is 8.6, faulty instruction email. So it gives you an email for you to look at and identify the weaknesses of this particular email according to the chapter, and then you're going to revise it. And the second one, if you scroll on down, is 8.9. Here's your direct request. And so this is giving you the scenario, and then you're going to write the message and make sure that it follows all the guidelines in the chapter. And this is one of the places where you've got to be really careful if you're using AI, because the AI doesn't really have access to your chapter. So it's up to you to see what AI generates and for you to take that and update it and tweak it so it has more of your voice and that it fulfills all of the assignment requirements. Now, the assignment that I mentioned that I want you to use your textbook to answer the questions for, I've gone back to that page in the learning module, click to launch. Okay, so hopefully that is launching. All right, it'll take just a second to load. And once it loads, we're going to look for a tool tray over here to the right side of the screen, and that will allow you to open your book so you can use your book to actually answer the questions that are being asked of you, okay? And I highly recommend doing this before you get started on your writing assignment, because this honestly helps you to, I'm going to have to pause here for, I don't know why that link didn't go where it was supposed to, but I'll verify that before releasing this 100%. Apply it, assignment. This is what was supposed to open up for you. Okay, it's getting there. There we go. All right, so we've got 7 different sections, and they kind of run parallel to the sections in the chapter. And then there's always, these assignments always have some kind of grammar and mechanics kind of thing at the end, right? These 3 boxes here means you have 3 different attempts, but you don't have to do it 3 times. I'm just going to open up this first one to show you the types of questions that are in here. Okay. All right, so we've got, you know, some instructions here. Match the message content area to the type of message. So sales pitches, are they persuasive, positive, or negative? Replies to goodwill messages, are they persuasive, positive, or negative? And so you're going to answer that. Considered scenario, positive, and then answer. Let me see. According to the 3x3, what are you supposed to do? And then there are, you know, kind of multiple choice questions here for you. All right, and you can tell. I would save and continue and then go on to the next step. Now remember when I said I want you to open the book and use the book to answer these questions, okay? You'll notice over here in the tool tray, you see this full book icon, this little blue book icon. Click that. And it opens up your book in general. So we've got to first go to chapter 8 because that's what we're doing. So table of contents. I'm going to find chapter 8, positive and neutral. And here is my chapter. And so according to the 3x3 writing process. So we go to the chapter and see if I can find anything applying the 3x3 writing process. Okay, so there you go. So I want you to actually go through and use the book. Remember, you can do it side by side here to answer the questions when you're done with the book. Remember, save and continue and go to the next set of questions, okay? Make sure that when you finish that you do tell it to grade now, and it will give you an instant grade and let you know how you did. And that's where all of these multiple attempts come into play. If you don't like the score you got, come back and try again and see if it can improve your score, okay? So so these are the things that I need you to do for this week. Again, if you've got any catching up to do from last week, please try and take care of it this week. I know it's a holiday week, but you definitely don't want to let things pile up. All right. And remember, I keep mentioning revisions, 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 revisions. Okay. So it's important that you don't let things pile up or you won't have the time to revise anything. There's no way that you can do everything in the last week of the class, and there's no way I can grade everything in the last week of class. So if you run out of time, then that's on you. Okay, so please do not let things pile up, and definitely be watching for that AI video for tomorrow.